welcome to another Sam&Jam Minecraft seed video. This is Jam, here to show you one of the coolest seeds I found. It is perfect for igloo living or ice fishing or whatever you want to explore in a cold area. Right there is your spawn point. You spawn right in the middle of all of these really cool big ice spikes, and it goes back quite a ways. You have a nice frozen lake and a nice little igloo there to have as your home base, so you're already set up with a bed, crafting table, and a whole bunch of frozen tundra to explore. Totally cool. No trapdoor in that one though. I think it's too far over the ice to accommodate the underground space, but there are many igloos and on this seed, and some of them do have the trapdoors. The first igloo right here is the igloo. Right here's the map where we're at. The first igloo that you really come to is when you come up the coast. There's one right up here, and this one is actually on the ice itself. There is no land underneath it. So if you're looking for an ice shanty to do some, ice hole fishing, this would be the place to do it. You could set up a little ice shack. Other igloos are scattered all around. There's one down here. Let's see, one up there, one off to the side there, and probably even more that I haven't marked yet. Let's see, I counted up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, at least 6 igloos on this map, and I will leave the coordinates for all of them. Up along the top edge, there is an ocean monument up there. Probably not the one you're going to go visit. The one that is closest to you is almost directly west, and it's right over here. And if you want some green space, there's a little rimming the edge there. You can get some other trees and various animals and such, and launch off your expeditions to the ocean monument. Anyhow, other places to visit other than the big tundra, which does have polar bears and taiga forests and all sorts of mines or shafts and ravines, which are harder to find because they're all snowed over, but they are there. Feel free to look around. Anyhow, if you want more green, head down south, and there is some extreme mountains over in this area. And almost directly south is a little village that does have a blacksmith. And if you go from that village directly east, there is a second village kind of in an extreme mountain area that also has a blacksmith shop, and they both have some pretty good treasure. So 2 villages to loot if you wish, some swampy areas, various other forests, lots of birch forests. But most everything in this map is ice, taiga, polar bear, ice spikes. This almost complete island here has all ice spikes all over it. So if you want to make an ice castle or do something fun with it, you can. There are other areas that have ice spikes scattered throughout. Not quite as big as the initial one that you spawn in, but there are some various ones around. So let me show you around to some of the cool sites. First one, we're just going to make a real quick stop. This is at the igloo almost directly ahead of us on the coast, and I just like it because it is on the middle of a little ice lake. Spawned us right inside. Here's the one right out on the lake. Get your nice bed and fireplace, and over top, just water, nothing but water. So if you want to do ice fishing, this is the igloo to set you up with. Kind of cool. Anyhow, let's skip over. There are some with trapdoors, which I will send you the coordinates for in the description. Some of the trapdoors have gold or gold ingots in there, along with golden apples. Not a whole lot of great treasure other than gold, but they're still worth going because you can get the potion brewing stand, which is what you need. So anyhow, this is the first village straight down. There is a library, lovely librarian. There are several buildings, including the blacksmith. So here you can get pants, hat, iron horse armor, and an iron pickaxe. So good stuff. Help you get set out in your gear for exploring. And there's a few houses around. One that has the little farmer house, the library house, and the blacksmith. So you will find the corresponding villagers. It's also near some swamp areas, so you can get the pretty blue flowers. There is even some horses, so you can actually do the horse armor that you collect on the horses, which can't find pretty much anywhere else because everything else is snow. Anyhow, the second village we're going to visit is cooler than this one. It's kind of on a hilly area, so it's got some buildings way up high and some buildings down in a ditch, and it's nice and dramatic looking. Tagia village, this one. Nice waterfall to make a pretty scenery. Right here on the side of an extreme mountain. Again, this one has a blacksmith with a toolsmith that you can trade with. In here we have pants and a sword, so you're more fully outfitted. Let's go check some of the other stuff around. Close by, lake, ocean, stream, some kind of waterbed. Looks like they have some clay out there, if you're a fan of clay. Some little building way up tippy top, some halfway down with really, really tall, large basement-y area, or I guess if you wanted to have a second-story building, that would be the building to do it to. So blacksmith, a library, so you can get a whole bunch more books and more librarians to trade with if you want to find maps. Oh, looks like we have a farmer here too. Yay! I always like trading with the farmers. So lots of buildings. You can get 2-story. You can live on the little top of the cliff if you want. Right in some extreme mountain areas. Nothing overly dramatic, but I kind of dig that waterfall there. And on the other side is birch forests, Tagia forest, and if you head off that way, you get back to your home igloo. So, there's also a witch hut, 2 ocean monuments, all the igloos I mentioned. So a lot of fun if you want to do survival mode and not have a whole lot to help you, but try and live in a nice, cold, wintry area. This is definitely going to be a fun seed for you. I love it, and I totally want to come here in survival. This is obviously creative, and start making some cool ice spiky stuff. Start my own little igloo living. And right up over here is a little teeny ravine, but it might get you started on some mining. I don't know what's underneath it yet, haven't explored. So, again, you kind of start off in this ice spiky island type spot with lots of ice and igloos. You got your ice hole fishing igloos. Some of the ones over here with land below them have the trapdoors that lead down to the villager and the little hidden room, whatever you call that. Ocean monuments there and up there, and the 2 villages down at the bottom, one on the extreme mountains and one near the swamp plains area. Somewhere in there is the witch hut. Oh, there's the witch hut right over there. So almost directly west from the first village, and the second village is almost directly east. So they're kind of nicely lined up. If you come straight south and then go directly east and west, you can reach those without getting lost. The igloos are harder to find. They're kind of scattered around, so I'll leave the coordinates. Hope you enjoy this seed, and I will jam you later. Bye!